Good day all. Today in this video, I am presenting before you how to create manufacturing order in Odoo 14. So manufacturing a product involves many processes including identifying the raw materials to build the product, that is components, then setting a workstation for processing the raw materials, then tracing the product movement, then managing byproduct, then creating that is variants, etc. So, improper management of these factors creates manufacturing delays, and delayed production may even root for cancellation of the order and thereby led to a financial as well as productivity losses to the company. So, we have to properly manage a manufacturing order. So, let's open our manufacturing module. So, before creating a manufacturing order, we have to create a bill of material for a product. So before creating bill of material and creating a product, let's go to configuration settings and enable some features. That is in order to create, that is manage work centers or workstations, then operations required to manufacture, we have to enable some features like work orders. So work orders are used to process operations at specific work centers. So centers means physical location where we process our operations. So when we enable this feature, we can see we can configure work centers for our manufacturing company. Then you can enable timer, that is to show the timer on the work order screen when you process the operation. Then it is possible to log quantities to consume. That is prevent manufacturing users from modifying quantities to consume unless a manager has unlocked the document. That is when you create a manufacturing order and confirm that you cannot modify the quantities to consume. That is components quantities to consume, but managers can unlock and then edit quantities. Then you can enable option subcontracting if you want to subcontract the production of some products. Then it is possible to add quality checks to your work orders in order to check the quality of manufactured product. That is while manufacturing you can check the quality, and we can send quality alerts. So enable that option. Then you can see byproducts, that is if you want to produce residual products. So when you after manufacturing, that is in Odoo, byproduct is any product produced by a bill of material or manufacturing, that is production in addition to the primary product. Here if you want, then you can enable security lead time to add some extra time, that is schedule manufacturing orders earlier to avoid delays. So you can add that here if you want. So you can set 1 days. So after enabling the required options, just save the settings. Okay, after configuring, let's create a new product here. So I'm creating a product, small desk, and setting the product type as storable. Then, so save this. So I have no quantity. So I want to manufacture this product. And you can see bill of material here. So you can create a bill of material directly from here. And you can see the product is filled here with the quantity 1 minutes. Then you can set variant if you want. Then you can set reference. So I'm then you can see bill of material type. So I'm going to manufacture this product. I'm creating bill of material for manufacturing this product. You can create by kit, that is as package of components, or we can also subcontract the product. So now I'm not doing that. Right now I am going to manufacture this product. Okay, so we have done a detailed video on how to create a bill of material for a product. You can check that if you want to know more about that. Okay, now here I can add components. So I'm adding wood panel as my first component, and you can add the quantity to be consumed. Then you can, okay, again I'm adding another product component here, screw, I'm adding two quantities. So I require two components to manufacture this product. Then here under you can see a tab that is to add operations. So I'm adding cutting, which need to be processed in a work center, that is assembly line 1. And we can set duration computation. It can be computed based on track time. So you can see last based on last work 10 work orders. Then also we can set it as manually. Okay, so I'm setting duration 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Then you can add worksheet in the form of PDF, Google slide or text, or okay, upload it. Then again I'm adding a prop operation, that is drilling from drill station 1. Okay, 20 seconds. I need to save it. And again I'm adding an operation, that is finishing from workstation assembly line 2. Then I'm setting duration 10 seconds. Save this. So operations are created. You can see the steps, quality steps and work center, and the duration required to that is to do that operation. And you can see total time required to manufacture that product, that is expected time. Then you can add byproduct for your product from here. So I'm not currently adding any byproduct in the bill of material. Okay, so we have added the operations. Then if you want to consume a particular component in a specific operation, you can add from here. So here you can see the option. So if I want to consume this component in operation, cutting and screw link. If you want to again add component, then finishing. So after adding that, you can save this. And here under miscellaneous tab, you can find some options, that is to manufacture, that is to add manufacturing readiness. That defines when manufacturing order is considered as ready to be started. So we can start when all components are available, or we can start the manufacturing order, that is start manufacturing when components for first operation are available. Okay, I'm setting it as when all components are available. Then we can define the version of the bill of material. That is when you're creating multiple bill of material for component for a product. Then we can set the flexible consumption. That is if you can consume more or less components than the quantity defined on BOM. So I am so there are three options: allowed, allowed and warning, or block. Allowed means you can consume, that is consumption is flexible, or it can be done with warning. And you can see third option, that is block, that is we cannot have a flexible consumption. So I'm setting the first option. Then you can add operation here if you want. Then after that, saving bill of material, then you can see the structure and cost of the bill of material here for operations, components and product as a whole. Okay, so after creating bill of material, let's create a manufacturing order. So here click manufacturing orders. So you can find that menu under operations. Okay, so I'm selecting the product, our product small desk. Then you can see the bill of material is filled. You can see this shown here. Then the components defined inside the bill of material, the work orders can be viewed here. Byproducts, we haven't set any byproduct. So if you want to set from here, you can set that. So I'm not setting now. Then here you can see the operation type. It is manufacturing, and you can see the company and manufacturing. Then here you can see the components location from where the components are taken. So it is taken from stock. Then we can see the finished product location. So after manufacturing the product, where we need to store the product. So for that also I am setting it as stock location. Then we can set the source, that is reference of a document that generated this production order request. So after adding those informations, and if you want to change the work orders, we can add some more operations here. And it is also possible to add more components here. Then you can edit the consume quantity to consume from here. So after saving, we can confirm this manufacturing order. So when you save the manufacturing order, you can see the option to send maintenance request. That is, want to maintain. Okay, you can see this in maintenance request. Then you can confirm this from here. So when you confirm, you can see that we can't edit this quantity to consume. So if you want to edit that, you can unlock this. That is, a manager have an option to unlock and edit the quantity to consume. Here, sorry, you have to click edit. That is, by default it is locked. So when you try to edit, you can't edit that. So if you unlock, then you can edit that quantity consume. So if I want more bold, that is 5, then you can save this. So after saving, we can mark it as done or we can plan it. Then if you found any scrap, that is components damaged, we can mark scrap and we can unreserve, and then again we can check availability. So just click check availability. Okay, everything is done. Then let's click plan. After that, when you come under work orders, we can see operations. Here we can see the expected duration of each operation, then the real duration. That when you start processing, you can see the real duration will change. Okay, so here we have an option to block the work sender. Then you can see a pop over here widget can see the information, that is scheduling information, waiting, previous work order. So for both operations, you can see that power widget. Then you can see one operation is ready state, it's in ready state, and two are in waiting for another operation. Okay, so we can start processing our operation cutting by clicking start. So you can see it is in progress, status is in progress, and you can see the real duration is changing from here. And we can mark it as done or pause or block. Then it is also possible to view it in detail, like when you click on this, you can see the page here. Then here we can pause, skip, or when you skip this step, or we can see a drop down menu. When you click on this, we can see some options, that is to block. Then to mark, we can mark this as scrap that is damaged, or we can add a component here. There is component for your for this work order. So if you click this, you can see option to add component. So if I add a component, okay, if we add a component and quantity, we can see option to add component, and from here we can validate it. So you have to add lot serial number. So you can see validated table like in wood panel, and we can mark it as done. So for a work order cutting, we have added one more component. And you can see the second operation is in ready state, that is drilling. And we can see the work center, then the expected duration is 20, and it is 20. Then you can see status is ready. So from here we can start, and again you can go to this, you can see that component here, and we can continue conception or we can validate. Then here you can see some more options, like we can add byproduct in this step, that is in this operation drilling. So when you click bad byproduct, you can add product here. So I'm adding wood, then quantity 1, then click add byproduct. So you can see that we added one. Then you can see the time is 42 seconds, so it is 44, 45, and we can validate it from this step this time. So you can see register byproduct wood, and you can see the register consume materials group. Okay, so from here I'm clicking mark as done, and here you can see expected duration, that is it is now you can see the next work order, that is finishing operation. And here you can see expected duration is 10 seconds, and you can start this. So from here itself we can mark as done. Okay, then here we can find an option, that is see the external link. So from here you can see the plan date, expected duration, time tracking, that is start date, end date, duration. Then under finish steps you can see all the finished steps in this work order. Okay, so again coming back to our page, so from here you can see some more options like maintenance request and quality alert. That is, if you found some problem with the quality of the component or product, you can mark you can send an alert. Okay, so continue the process. Then if it is done, you can click done. So now currently no work orders to do, everything is done. So when you come back to a manufacturing order, you can see our product. So here you can see that one component is not ready, it is not available. So if you want to replenish, just click replenish. So I need one quantity, is confirm this. Okay, there is no matching vendor, so we have to add a vendor for this product. So I'm adding 100 to replenish. Okay, so you can see the consumed number of components consumed for each component have changed. You can see that from here. Then here under work orders, you can see the expected duration and real duration of each operation. So you can see status is finished, and you can block if you want to block. Then here you can see schedule end date, start date, end date of work orders. Then here when you click on byproducts, you can see wood is added here, which is a byproduct that we have added while manufacturing product. So from here it is possible to mark as done if the manufacturing is done. So when everything is done, you can see the traceability. So when you click on this, you can see uh, wood is moved from production location to stock, and you can see small desk is moved from production location to stock because we have manufactured the small desk, so it is moved to stock. You can see that. So when you unfold this, you can see these are our components that are moved from stock to production location for manufacturing. So after that, after moving them to production location, we manufacture the product and move to stock. So here you can see two work orders. So when you unfold this, you can see screw, wood panel, and table leg were the components used for manufacturing small disk. So those components were moved from stock to production location for manufacturing. And using those components, we have manufactured the product in production location, that is small disk, and moved to stock. And you can see number of quantity. And for wood also, this wood is actually our byproduct, which is moved from production to stock. Okay, then and you can see the lot or serial number here. So that is a traceability report which is used to track our product movement. And you can see the product moves here, that is from stock to virtual production location. These components are moved, then wood and small disk is moved to moved from production location to stock, and the quantity can be seen here. Status also can be seen there. Then here we have a valuation, that is inventory valuation or stock valuation of a product. We can see for components it is negative, and for our products and byproduct you can see it is positive quantity. And you can see the total value of them. Then you have a cost analysis of your manufacturing order. So you can see the cost structure and cost of operations. So for components, you can see the total cost of components. Then cost of operations, you can see for cutting, drilling, finishing separately, and total cost of operation can be seen here. And it's also possible to print the cost analysis. So manufacturing is done. Now, it is also possible to unbuild manufacturing order. That is, if you found the manufacturer some damage with the manufactured product or with some components, we can unbuild the manufacturing order. That is, unbuild the product, and we can separate them and bring back the components into our stock, and we can reuse or recycle those products. So that's all about creating manufacturing order in Odoo 40.